That used to be the serpentine belt, which we replaced a few thousand miles ago. It's going to need to be replaced again. And I would say we're going to be doing a water pump as well, by the looks of things. It's a hot day. Customer states M62 overheated, hopefully not too much. He pulled over, turned it off, towed the car to me. The belt was still attached when it got here, and when he started it and drove it off the truck, I kind of heard the belt come apart. So this is going to go in the dumpster. I'm going to order a new belt, order a water pump. We have coolant, should be able to get them up and running tomorrow. It's a hot one today, 98. According to the iPhone, the E39 said 108. It's always a little bit optimistic. So we got 3 out here now. They just keep coming in, and meanwhile, no one will come pick their cars up. So it is what it is. We got an E38 7 Series. I filmed a few clips earlier. Yeah, just ordered the parts. It's going to be a water pump, a thermostat, a serpentine belt, and a hood roundel. Hood roundel is unrelated to the other issues, but it looks pretty shitty, so we'll make that look nice again, make it run again. This one, I got the instrument cluster bezel in today, had to replace that, do repairs on the 2 little switches, the switch covers with the logos for the master, or for the headlight switch, as well as the fog light switch. Those are done. New window gaskets are in. Wipers are not yet back. Window gasket in the rear as well. Nice and pretty. This thing got an ignition switch today, and holy shit does that make a difference when that works. Our brake lights are no longer intermittent. The horn works. The steering wheel buttons work. Like 15 different codes disappeared between different modules. So that was the vast majority of the problems with that car. Now it's got a brake light on the dash. Customer states he did the brakes, and the sensor that came with the brakes was incorrect. So we've ordered the right wear sensor. We'll replace that. That should turn the brake light out. He wants an oil change as well. That'll happen tomorrow. Then hopefully we can get him on his way tomorrow before the end of the day. In the meantime, I'm about to take the 545 on my last drive in it. I'm going to make sure the alignment's nice and straight. It's going to go on the highway for a few minutes. We're going to put some gas in it and be ready to facilitate customer pickup on Saturday. The blue car, the MPI was today. It's done. Customer didn't want to come out in traffic, so it's got to spend another night here. Pretty nice car, all in all. It has a completely original suspension though. All the struts are blown, rear upper control arms are shot, rear brakes are shot. So it's got a bunch of work it needs, but it's a nice spec with a really clean interior and only a 2-owner past, even though there's 3 minor incidents. But pretty nice car. I'm going to talk with my customer who ordered the MPI tomorrow. This thing, cluster went out the other day to have the black gauges swapped, so it's just hanging out in here for now. The black one, I put the shifter together today. That's done. I feel like I did something else on this car today, perhaps inside. I don't remember. Oh, I diagnosed a few leaks. I figured it would be the oil scavenge pumps that are leaking at the engine. It is not. And speaking of leaking, I need to put some cardboard there because it's just a slow drip. But it's the rear main seal dripping from the bottom of the bell housing, so that sucks. Plenums are back on Sepang, so we're probably about ready to get the transmission going in this guy. And then I think Monday or when the coders are coming up here to make the last attempt to do the DME. So engine's back together, and we'll run once we have a DME with the right flash, and obviously a transmission bell housing with a crank sensor on there. Red car's still waiting on parts. So drive shaft for the black one is completely rebuilt now. We got a new CV joint, a new clamp, a new circlip, fresh grease, and a new gasket. Ready to go in. Just need to have him make the decisions between, sounds like it's either going to be the rear main seal or diff reseal and diff bushings. And obviously if it's a diff reseal and diff bushings, I don't want to put the drive shaft back in. Well, actually you could, because you could just leave it hang there, but I'd rather not. So gotta wait. And that reminds me, I need to update that work order so he can see that and then make a decision. But holy crap, the 545 is running. I need to go get gas in it. Good morning. It is just after 12 o'clock. I stayed at the shop till after 9. I came home, I took a shower, I made a pizza for dinner. I looked at a few more emails, and then I crashed on the couch for a little bit. Crazy day. Got that MPI done, all the shit I talked about at the shop. Try not to talk about work too much. Tomorrow I had planned on going up to San Clemente to pick up the next 530 for Mr. Orlando. It's looking like logistically that will make more sense to do on Saturday. So the 545 is being picked up. It is finally done. He was going to come down from, he lives in the Santa Monica area in West Los Angeles, coastal LA area. So instead of him coming down and me going up, why don't we just take the 545 to San Clemente, pick up the 530, meet him in San Clemente. He goes back to Santa Monica. I go back to Escondido. It just makes more sense. So we're gonna look to do that on Saturday. In the meantime, we're gonna do one more oil change. Not one more, it's the only oil change we've done since the engine break-in on the 545. Check the wheel torque and the fluids and the tire pressures and all that, make sure we're good to go. Get that thing all prepped tomorrow. We've got a few oil changes to do tomorrow. The 545, the silver 530 with the stickers, Kennon's M3, which is about to be listed on Cars and Bids, so go pay 20 grand for that. It'll be a busy one, but if I don't have to Uber to San Clemente and then drive back on a Friday afternoon, that will be helpful. So the usual things, my back hurts, my neck hurts, I'm very tired. I'm gonna try to take things a little bit easier tomorrow. I'm at that point again where I'm not really accepting any new service requests except for the legacy clients that are like, hey, my water pump exploded today, can you fix it? Yes, that'll be a few hours tomorrow. So tomorrow is Kennon's oil change, 545 oil change, 740 water pump, 530 oil change. We're not a lube shop, yet oil changes are fairly lucrative for the amount of time they take, so we do them. That is all I know, and all we talked about was work. It was 96 today, 98, something stupid. It's gonna be super hot tomorrow. Saturday, a comfortable 79. Sunday, a comfortable 72. Now we're in the dark. Monday, 65, Tuesday, 59, just stupid. And then mid 70s by the end of next week again. So I'm gonna go sleep. The air conditioning is running in my room. It was 82.6 degrees up there. I cannot sleep in 82 degrees. My dad could sleep in 100 degrees, no problem. He's like, oh, it's very comfortable. And he just falls asleep and he's out and he sleeps like a log. I can't do that. Talk to you guys tomorrow, Friday. Night.